Welcome everyone to our very first Q&A of the year. We have a brand new Sonic convention to help promote, and I will let our panelists introduce themselves and what they do for this convention.
Well, both. I also go by Blizzy, and I am what you'd like to call the con chair, so basically the head honcho. I oversee basically everything that's going on with the con and help make sure that everyone gets what they need to get done.
And I'm Jimmy. I'm the co-owner, co-chair. I don't know. And then also HR for Sonic Neon. Um, I'm also handling a lot of the lower level type stuff, the minutia of all of the activities and everything that we need to get done.
So, how did this get started? What was the idea behind this event, and how did you come up with the name Sonic Neon Summit?
So it got started because there is a stark lack of Sonic conventions in the northern part of the United States. Most of the ones that we've seen have all taken place on the southern border. And we really thought that it might be a good idea to implement one closer to Canada, more or less. So when it comes to picking the name, it actually wound up being a really, really complicated and difficult decision. Who knew naming a Sonic convention would be so hard? Because everything is pretty much already taken. So the only one that uh, the one that we thought was most appropriate was going to be called a Summit. So originally it was going to be Sonic Summit, but we thought that it didn't roll off the tongue very well. So we played with a bunch of different ideas, a bunch of different words, and wound up coming up with the name Neon, specifically because Reno, in Reno, Nevada, is best known for its neon lights. So we thought, hey, that's a fun name. Let's stick with that. It's based in Reno. Let's do neon.
Did you have anything you wanted to add there, Jimmy?
Nope.
So, what was the reason for choosing Reno? I know a lot of fans have commented on the Knuckles series taking place there. Was that an inspiration for it?
Of course. So basically, we watched the Knuckles show when it first came out, and we happen to actually be native Renoites, which is what you call people who live in Reno. And we were so excited that the city was actually taking place, or I'm sorry, the show was taking place in Reno. Originally, what we wanted to do was we wanted to try to do one of the places that was actually recorded in the show, such as like the Silver Legacy, the National Bowling Stadium, El Dorado, Circus, basically anywhere in that general vicinity. But they were all too small of a venue. What we wound up doing instead was going a couple of miles to the east to the Grand Sierra Resort, and we took a tour there. We met our representative, fell in love with them, fell in love with the area and the venue. And as we were shaking hands, I kid you not, the theme song to the Knuckles show, "The Warrior" by Scandal, came on the radio. And we said, okay, this is happening. This is it. It has to be here. So yes, it was from the Knuckles show.
And also we live close by, so it's a lot easier to coordinate.
Yes.
It's happening, Doctor. Anyway,
Yes.
Exactly.
but, I know You've been having some really nice guest announcements lately. Is there any particular guest that you're most proud of that you've gotten so far?
Honestly, we're really excited about the entire selection of guests that we have. Of course, having Johnny Gioeli from Crush 40 is really, really exciting, and so is having Bentley Jones. And this actually happens to be Bentley Jones's first US performance, and they're really, really excited to perform for their US fans. And then, of course, Johnny, everyone knows and loves Johnny. And then Lee Majdoub, Agent Stone from the Sonic movies, is also coming. And we're really, really so happy that he's on board. And then, of course, we've got some of the VAs from some of the games, some of which we haven't even announced yet, but we're really excited to announce. But honestly, we're so happy with the entire selection that we have. So to answer your question, all of them.
Hey, that's a fair answer. Now watch it as Lee just comes and photobombs every single photo that you ever
Yeah.
taken.
I've I've seen the results of him doing that. Yes.
Hmm.
Now, which guest would are you really hoping to get? Like, um, if you just had that one dream guest, who would it be?
Only one? Oh God. Um,
It could be more than one. One. Well,
honestly, I threw it out there to several different individuals, all of which I know are going to say no. But I had invited the three mains, well, four mains, I guess technically. Jim Carrey, Ben Schwartz, Keanu Reeves, and Colleen O'Shaughnessy. So we invited them all, and Colleen responded, but none of the other ones have yet. As far as Colleen goes, I don't think we will be able to get her, but we would love to. The other three are probably a no go, but man, if we got Keanu Reeves, Jim Carrey, and Ben Schwartz, I would be such a happy person.
look, we can dream.
All
There's
right.
no harm in trying and dreaming.
Again, I was just shooting for OG Sonic Jaleel White
Yeah, we did ask Jaleel
because,
White.
did I do that?
He's very, very difficult to get. I think he's been like only at ever one con recently too.
Yeah, he has not responded to our request.
I know Colleen's easier. I believe her schedule is tight, but yeah, fingers crossed. That'd be nice if you can get her.
Absolutely.
Oh, let's see. Which guest were you really hoping to get, but couldn't so far? At least so far.
There's two. The first one is Roger Craig Smith due to a scheduling conflict, and then the other one was Erica Lindbeck, which she is the voice of Blaze, also due to a scheduling conflict.
What are you hoping to achieve from this event going forward? Since this is the very first one, do you have any future goals in mind?
So our first and foremost is get through year one. First year cons are always really difficult to bring up, and we want to make sure that everyone has a good time. We want to make sure that this is a good event and that it runs as smoothly as possible. We will reevaluate after the con on what our year two goals are going to be, but as of right now, let's just get this under our belt and let's make sure everyone enjoys it.
Did you have anything that you wanted to add to that, Jimmy?
Just that, in addition to all the attendees enjoying it, we're hoping that all the staff has an awesome time as well. Because honestly, we want them to come back for year two. We can't do this without them.
Absolutely.
Since go running a bit behind, I'll ask a question on his behalf. What he asked, what concert are you looking forward to most? I guess just to better reword that, what are you looking forward to the most out of the planned concert? Hopefully that made better sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Um, we are beyond excited for what we've got planned for the concert. We cannot wait to announce some of the really cool things that are coming up, but Johnny and Bentley both will be performing on the Saturday of the convention, and they have some really cool tricks up their sleeves that I am so eager to share once we can.
Oh, that's exciting. And let's see, Gokin, next question is, what is your ideal opening ceremony and what is your ideal closing ceremony that you have in mind?
Honestly, um, when it comes to opening and closing ceremonies, they tend to be kind of run of the mill. You know, we will be announcing our guests We will be thanking our volunteers, of course, because we couldn't do any of this without our amazing, incredible staff. We will be announcing our partner charity, which I believe we have selected. It was actually Johnny's suggestion to partner with a company called, I'm sorry, a charity called Popcorn for the People, which is a charity that specializes in giving people who are neurodivergent or people who have mental disabilities actual good, nice, well paying jobs. And since there's a large portion of the Sonic community that does happen to be neurodivergent, we thought that it would be an absolutely perfect partner for the con. After that, when it comes to closing ceremonies, we also plan to announce how much money we raised towards our partner charity. A huge thank you again to everybody, guests, attendees, volunteers, staff, everybody. And we just want to make sure that we've got everything situated for year two.
Was there anything you wanted to add to that, Jimmy?
No, she tackled that one pretty well.
Doing it.
Yeah. I and Gokin, next question is, was there, I guess to better word that, is there any particular panel that you would love to see at the convention?
As of right now, we've we haven't opened up our panel applications yet. Those open up on the 19th of this month, I believe. I'm sorry, maybe it's the 14th. But panels that I would love to see, I actually really want to see a Snap Cube panel. Basically going through and watching all of the Snap Cube instances in panel form, narrating, commenting on it in real time. But we've also got the cosplay contest happening, which is going to include a masquerade and showmanship. So we're really excited about that. And then otherwise, we just really can't wait to see what the community comes up with as far as what kind of panels they want, what kind of panels they've got in mind. So we just, I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Look, I would love to attend that Snapcube panel. That would be a fun one.
So we're thinking about doing this one obviously is not 100% sure right now, but we're thinking about doing one of those probably later in the evening so that it's more adult oriented. We all know that Snapcube isn't necessarily the most child friendly,
Oh
but
yeah, for sure.
yeah, we're working on seeing if we can get that done.
Oh, and hi, Gokin. I'm sorry I had to ask the questions on your behalf since you were running behind. Did you have any other questions that you wanted to ask, Gokin, since you're here?
Well, real quick, this is Jimmy. Just to add back into that last one, my personal dream panel would be to see an actual read through of if we were able to get enough VAs, see a read through of an episode of any of the Sonic series with whichever Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, etc. that we had on hand. Um, that would just be fun to watch the interactions.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I don't know if you ever been to a panel called Twisted Tunes where like all the VAs they like play all these different characters while reading a script from the movie. It's really funny.
Yeah, I bet.
Sounds like fun. Or maybe take the normal VAs and assign them different characters that are not the ones that they normally voice and just watch the chaos.
Oh yes, indeedy. I love those types of panels. Gokin, did you have any other questions that you wanted to ask since you're here?
Yeah, yeah. Hold on. So, give me a moment. Sorry about that. I just got interrupted by my father just now. So,
You guys.
all right. So, anyways, okay. So, also hi. I'm Gogan-san. Also the co for this panel. So, yeah. Wanted to say, well, Jimmy, thank you for coming out tonight, and congratulations on hosting the convention at Sonic Neon Summit. Really looking forward to what's going to happen this summer. So I have some questions. I actually have one question for you. What concert are you looking forward to most?
Um, So we actually did answer that a little bit previously. It was before you came on. I'm so sorry, but the answer was all of the above because we are really, really excited for both Bentley and Johnny to be performing and to be performing together.
Did I answer that question okay, Goken?
Yeah, that's pretty much fine with me.
Well, and let's see, my final question at the moment is, what would be your advice for anyone looking to start their own Sonic meetup or event?
Make sure that you have a really good team behind you. We wouldn't be able to get this done without our amazing volunteers and staff. Uh, we have actually 40 of us now, and we're growing at an ever expanding rate to make sure that this actually happens. And actually, I see some of them in the audience right now. Hi, guys. But thank you, thank you, thank you to all of our staff and all of our volunteers, everyone on the panel or that is helping making this thing happen because you have a group of people that you know, that you trust, and that are capable of doing a bunch of different things. So, big number one thing, make sure that you have all of your bases covered with people who are very familiar with what they're doing.
That is all very good words of advice. Well, audience, if you have questions, feel free to raise your hand or put a text question in there. But while we're waiting on audience questions, why don't you show us some stuff on the website? And I know you have a Kickstarter going too that we could help promote as well.
Yeah.
Try sharing your screen. It's not working.
Yours isn't working, Jimmy? Okay. Let me see if I can get my screen shared real quick. Give me just
Yeah,
a moment.
Discord is not cooperating today.
Stand by. As far as the Kickstarter goes, we actually just hit our second goal, or our second stretch goal of $15,000, which is really exciting. That means that we can actually get more arcade cabinets for the arcade. We were originally planning on getting around 10 to 12, but now we can get between 15 to 18. So that is really, really exciting. Let me see if I can get this bad boy shared.
Ooh, that is exciting. I believe it ends on the 19th, if I remember right. I hope I got my memory right there.
No, you are correct. It ends in 6 days. Or 7, yeah, 6 days. So, share.
Yeah,
And
please
with
share
that-
all your support to Sawing Neon. We have only 6 more days left.
Let's see.
And with the Kickstarter, we do still have a few spots left where you receive a free concert ticket with your registration. And then also, we do have a couple slots left for getting your custom character on one of the posters that's featured at Sonic Neon. We then also ship the poster to you afterwards if you're not able to attend the con.
That is correct.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, we did also have it to where you could have some standees, some life-size, up to 4 feet tall cardboard standees of your characters, but all of those have sold out. But the
Those
Kickstarter,
went fast.
yeah, they went really fast. The Kickstarter, we've got quite a few different tiers. We have the option for a super early bird. We've got 4 left where you can get the full registration for the weekend plus the concert for $55. We've got a really cool hoodie that we've designed, actually completely custom. If you see right here, here is our hoodie. We have the actual prototype in person, and it is very nice. Very happy with it. We've also got some stuff from Tracy Yardley coming, which is always a delight. I love working with Tracy. And then, of course, we've got our standard weekend passes. We've got the VIP weekend, which includes a couple of other really cool things, as well as first access to any of the bigger panels and an hour early access to the vendor area. Then the super VIP, if you want to meet some of our guests of honor, which we have quite a few. Scroll back up a little bit. You can see just a few that we've got. We've got Tracy Yardley, David Humphrey, Scott Dreyer, Ryan Drummond, Bentley Jones, Johnny Gioeli, Lee Majdub. You can have a nice meal with them. So that is what the Super VIP is for. But The
Yeah, that'll
Kickstarter.
be a brunch on Sunday
Yes.
that we're planning. That will be a probably some of the best food you've ever eaten for brunch, along with being able to meet all of these great people.
Yes. So just remember that the Kickstarter does end on the 19th at noon. Well, just before noon, and noon Pacific, I'm sorry. And the more that we get, the better the convention can be. We're really excited. And then the standard registrations will actually open up shortly after for those who do not choose to back the Kickstarter. But hey, we're just really, really excited about it regardless.
Audi-
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say, audience, you all know what to do. Spread the word.
Yes, please spread the word so that we can make this the best con ever. We've actually got another guest that we have not even officially announced yet that I will go ahead and announce right now that I'm very, very excited about. It's no
Oh,
use. We have Pete Capella.
Ooh, that's
oh,
exciting.
let's go. Pete
Let's
Capella,
go.
welcome.
Yes, so we have Pete, and we will be announcing him shortly. You heard it here first. Thank you so much for everybody being amazing. We really can't wait until everybody gets together, honestly. But yeah, if anyone has any questions about the Kickstarter, let us know. We're really, really happy to help in any way we can. And otherwise, I can switch over to the website and show you some of the other cool stuff that we got going on.
Yeah, for sure. Hey Goken, did you want to call up? Or I think Dino Kaiju had his hand raised first. If you're able to call him up.
Yeah, let's bring up let's bring up Dino Kaiju. I was about to say Club Kaiju, but sorry about that. I think it's Dino Kaiju. Yeah, I'm not going for it, but yeah, Dino Kaiju. You can come on up.
All right, here I am. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey, Dino, how are you doing? Hope you're having a great Sunday.
Oh, thank you, and hope everyone's having a great Sunday too. And good to see Kevin and Goken, and a pleasure meeting Blizzard and Jimmy. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
All right. So, first of all, before I head to my question, it's actually awesome that we're getting a new Sonic convention. Because obviously we have stuff like like Revolution and Sonic Expo, but it's cool that we're getting a new one in the form of Neon Summit, and I think it's really cool that we're getting new Sonic themed conventions, and I think. It's probably, and I think it's cool because I think it's probably due to the popularity now of the movies. Which seeing the artwork here, it looked like it's based on the movie. So I guess in a way, it's because of that we're getting more Sonic themed conventions. So that's actually pretty cool.
Oh, yes. We're also very, very excited.
Oh yeah, indeed. So onto my question. So I don't know if this was said before early on the street on the panel or anything, but when this convention was announced, I did saw that I saw the location of the place that's sent to be on Reno, Nevada, which I find it kind of a coincidence because the Knuckles series took place on Reno, Nevada. So I had to ask, was this on mere coincidence or was this planned from the start
No,
before the Knuckles series?
it was actually entirely intentional. So, funny story about the Knuckles show. I actually used to work at an office building that was about 2 blocks away from where they filmed the show. And they actually shut down our street because of it, because they were doing so many explosions. And we were so desperate to find out what they were filming, only to find out a few months later that it was a Sonic show, which trust me, we had never, ever, ever in our lives anticipated Reno to be the spot where something like that would take place. But it was really cool and totally intentional.
Yeah, we actually on the last episode, no spoilers, but the
The apex of the show.
the apex scene, as we'll
Yeah.
call it, we actually went through that frame by frame trying to figure out where exactly they were, and it was down to like, oh yeah, okay. So we had Google Maps pulled up and everything, and we were
Yeah.
looking at it. And it was like, oh yep, there's that pawn shop, but the parking garage. Like they removed a parking garage with CGI for the background shots. It was just kind of funny, but we were literally going through it frame by frame by frame, trying to figure out exactly where everything was.
And for the record, in case you were curious, they were actually standing on top of a parking garage in front of the Whitney Peak to film most of those scenes because they had to get the Reno Arch, which is the most notable thing about Reno, in so many of the shots. And the National Bowling Stadium actually wasn't the National Bowling Stadium; it was the El Dorado, which is hilarious.
Oh, that's actually pretty cool and kind of fitting for the theming of what we're about to witness for Neon Summit. But yeah, I just had to ask that because I find it like a mere coincidence and everything. But I think I see a bright future for this con. If it does well, I think we're gonna see a bright future. And who knows, maybe if another coincidence, maybe the actor who plays Wade would be a guest. Because you did
Ooh.
have Lee.
Yeah, actually, we did debate inviting Wade, Mr. Wade Whipple, but he has not been invited officially yet. But I would love to see him there.
Oh yeah, indeed. But yeah, that's pretty much my question. Thank you so much for the answer, and I wish the best of luck for this convention. And yeah, I hope glad to talk with you guys. And if I get another question, I'll come up. Talk to you guys
Thank
soon.
you, thank you so much. We
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, Kazano Kaiju.
Yeah, so real quick, on the line of coincidences and fortuitous things that happened. So we went and we figured out the name Sonic Neon Summit, and we went and registered all the business things that we needed to do. Got bank accounts set up,
Got the
got
website,
the
business card,
website set up, and then what happened like 3 days after we finished setting up the website, Bliz?
neon lights. The announcement of One OK Rock's neon lights being a part of the Sonic 3 movie came out, and we thought that it was another wonderful, wonderful coincidence that we just couldn't have planned any better. I mean, it wasn't even a plan; that was just a complete coincidence. But it was so funny. We loved it, and
It was a sign.
it was a sign, absolutely. On top of, the Warrior playing when we signed the contract for the venue that we have.
Hey, Gogan, would you like to read that text question that I just penned? Oh, Gogan?
Yeah, I'm right here. Sorry, I just unmuted I tried to unmute. All right. So this is a question from Supersonic 2073. So, hello, Blizzard Wolf. I'm here. I have a question about your convention. Will your convention continue in the future like the other conventions, or just one day and that's it?
So as of right now, we are planning for a year two. We do plan to continue this into the future, but we still have to see what happens in year one to see if it is financially feasible. So it is a 3-day convention, Friday through Sunday. It's actually Father's Day weekend, and if we do wind up continuing, we will probably continue with the 3-day thing, but we will probably change it to a different time of the year because apparently all the Sonic conventions want to take place in June, and we want to be respectful of that. So we're looking at maybe August next year.
It's perfectly understandable.
Does that answer your question, Supersonic 2073?
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, so I will call up Ronan, who has the hand raised for a question. Hello, welcome.
Hello.
Hello, Ronan.
Like my question is like is the event only is the event only gonna take place in like one area? Like maybe in the future you can you can take the event like do it in like different parts of the planet?
So we do plan on keeping Sonic Neon Summit in Reno specifically, just because of the
Okay.
theming. If we do wind
Okay.
up expanding into different areas, it would probably be under a different name. So it'd be Sonic Drive.
Oh. Oh, okay.
So, but as of right now, we plan on just staying in Reno. We want to collaborate with the other Sonic conventions to make sure nobody steps on one another's toes, and we
Mhm.
want it to be a great time for everybody. But yeah, if we do expand, it'll be Sonic, whatever the general things familiarity is, Summit.
Or like you said, you could just collab with an existing group instead of renaming yours.
Absolutely. I would love to do a collaboration between any of the other Sonic cons.
Okay. That was pretty much a question. Thank you for answering.
Thank you so much.
Hey.
You know, Jason, like, if you ever invited the actor who played Wade Whipple, it'd just be so funny if there was, like, some skit or some panel involved that involved, like a model of the Master Emerald just playing off of the joke of Sonic 3 where he's, like, doing
Yeah.
hockey and stuff
Do
with
hockey
it.
with it? Yes. We actually had also considered doing a tour of the area that the Knuckles show was filmed, but we weren't sure how many people would be interested in doing that. It is only about 2.5 miles from the venue. But hey, if anyone is interested, hit me up so we can actually play it on that.
Oh, I'd be down if I'm able to go.
Mm-hmm.
While we're waiting on more questions, was there anything else on the website you would like to share?
Let's see. So, basically, what we've got going on right now is we have a concert and the rave. Obviously, we've got the rave happening on Friday evening. So far, we've got one musician, is DJ Wolfie. He's actually a personal friend of ours, and he is going to be doing a Sonic themed rave, which we are super excited about. And then, of course, as I mentioned before, we've got Bentley Jones and Johnny Gioeli as the leads for the concert that is happening on Saturday. We've also got a cosplay contest that is happening on Saturday afternoon. We will be offering 2 different versions of it, which is going to be a masquerade as well as a showcase. We've got 3 judges so far. We've got Toast and Jam Cosplay. We've got Moondust and Hellbound, all 3 of which are absolutely incredible individuals. They will be judging everybody based on the quality of their cosplay as well as any performances that they may have. We can't wait to see what comes up for that.
Everyone will be glad that they're judges because they are amazing cosplayers and
They are. They're so good.
makes the competition slightly easier when they're judging and not in it.
Yeah. We've actually got another potential guest that will be a judge. We won't find out until about 2 weeks from now, but if they are, you guys are going to be so blown away because they've actually collaborated with several gaming studios to create mascots for them. So I really hope that they can be a part of our con. And it's also very, very intimidating at the same time because they are one of my idols.
Ooh, fingers crossed.
Yeah, I really hope so. And then, of course, I've got some more information about the hotel on the website as well. It is taking place at the Grand Sierra Resort and Casino, which I had mentioned before. And yes, it is a real casino. If anyone has never been to one, they're really cool. Just remember that you have to be 21 plus in order to gamble. Of course, the convention is all ages, but
And the property does have plenty of stuff to do that's not gambling as well.
yes,
The
so
property
much.
actually features an arcade axe throwing, like a
Actually,
VR version of laser tag.
yeah, I've got it all right here. A bowling alley, an escape room, shopping, restaurants, bars, and so much more. It is actually a giant property. Let me see if I can actually
That's
share.
without even having to get in your car.
Yeah, without even having to get into your car, it's all right there. So
Even a driving range where you hit balls directly into that giant lake you see.
right, yeah, yep. And if you see, it's also got a pool. It's got a really, really cool poolside bar and grill. We've
The pool
got
is also a day club.
It is also a day club. So it is a giant venue. And also it has free parking.
And who doesn't love free parking these
Yeah.
days?
Right?
We all want it. Believe me, it's tough to find free parking.
Oh my gosh, right?
I was just hearing from another con that's going to be happening in LA, and parking is
$37 a day.
yes.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, if you see, Grand Sierra Resort is right here. The airport is right there. So if anyone is flying in, it is less than 2 miles to get to the venue. And if you also see, right here is where the Knuckles show was filmed. So it's not far away at all, which is really, really cool. Sorry, I got a little off topic, but we've got this amazing, amazing venue. It's got, we have a room block that's $159 a night plus $39.95 resort fee, plus taxes and fees, of course, which is always wonderful. We love our taxes. But if you want to stay on property, it is only just a few steps away from the convention space. And then, of course, for the venue itself, here's some photos of it up close so you can actually see how cool it is. But we've got so much that we can do nearby as well as actually in the convention space. So we've got locally, what we were talking about before inside the GSR is all of this cool stuff. Nearby, we've got the National Automobile Museum, the National Bowling Stadium, as featured is in the Knuckles Naked miniseries. Whitney Peak's rock climbing, Need to Speed indoor go-kart racing, and Round 1 bowling and arcade center. If you guys have never been to a Round 1, they are the coolest. Also, thanks, Fox. That is my art.
Yeah, Matt, is it alright if I can comment about round 1, if that's okay?
Go for it.
Yeah, so I'll just say this. Yes, as a person who has been to round 1 around Texas, yes, I'll just say that if you don't believe me, if you don't believe us, I'll just tell you, Pete Capella was actually in round 1 and joining Sonic Expo staff, if you really was, and they really enjoyed it. So it's proven that you all are going to enjoy it. I'll tell you right now.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a round one near me, and I can vouch. It's so much fun there. It's very popular. Like I just see so many people going in and out like all day and all night there.
And right now they even do have Sonic themed plushies in the machines.
Yes, they do.
Oh yeah, yeah. We shouldn't be forgetting that, because here's the thing: they have not only have the Sonic plushies, they also have the Mario and Sonic game over there too.
Oh, the running one?
And yeah, the running one. Yeah.
Nice.
Now we gotta go.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta go fast. After this, let's go.
Oh yeah. I also want to say, I don't mean to interrupt too much, but yeah, I was gonna say Nevada is also the best thing. So if you do, for those who are also going to Sonic Neon Summit, I strongly encourage y'all to go to Vegas too, if you have the chance.
So Vegas, I will let you know, is about a 6-hour drive or about an hour and a half flight from Reno. It is a lovely, lovely place to visit. I personally have lived there before, and I prefer Reno. Let's just put it that way. But Vegas is wonderful. Please take no offense for anybody who lives in Vegas.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a stay 3 days and go back home kind of place.
That is true. I can speak having
That
gone
is
there
true.
for yeah.
And it is a 6.5-hour drive through the middle of the desert to get there.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
true. It is nothing between here and there.
We actually almost ran out of gas on our way back, and I was sitting there like, okay, all right, we're only 5 miles from the next gas station. Won't be too bad of a walk. We're good. We're good.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So what do you think? Should we call up the next person in the audience?
Yeah, I was gonna say, would you
Absolutely.
like to call up Trey Thornton, Gokin?
Or is there? Yeah, let's bring up Trey Thornton, because he's the only one that got his hand raised.
Yeah, then I'll read Liz Marie's question.
Sure thing. Come on up, Trey. Got it.
Whoop, Trey.
Okay then.
Hello.
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 Why, hello everyone, and hello Goken, Kevin, and
Hi.
Lizard Wolf and Jimmy. It's very nice to meet you too.
Nice to meet you as well. Hi.
And I heard there was the new Sonic convention, and then I was shocked about that. That I can't believe there's the new Sonic convention, and I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, we are too. Thank you.
No problem. So my question for the concert, what Sonic songs would Johnny and Bentley like to sing?
Well, we all know that there's a very specific one that we are all very, very much so looking forward to, but I can't say due to an NDA. But they will be playing a variety of different Sonic songs from throughout the ages. And honestly, I can't pick just one that I think is going to be the best, except for the one that we both, or well, Jimmy and I both know is happening, and we're really excited about. But yes, just make sure to know that there's going to be a lot of different Sonic songs being played by both individuals.
Okay, that's good. And then for the rave, I would like I would like I would like to see the rave because I like the party, and I also like to dance.
Nice. Good.
Don't like we always do. We all do that.
Yeah, it was fun. I would like to
Yeah.
see that.
So does that answer your question, Trey?
Why, yes, go Ken.
All
And
right.
I'm looking forward to this new convention.
Thank you so much. We are too.
All right, no problem. Take care.
You too.
All right. You have a wonderful Sunday, Trey.
You too, Gokan.
Hey, thank you for that question, Trey. So I will read Liz Marie's question. Hello, I joined a bit late, and so I apologize if this question was already asked. I am wondering if you expect Artist Alley / vendor applications to be highly competitive. I'm super interested in participating and have applied for the Artist Alley. Will likely attend the convention regardless, but just curious at the likeliness of getting in as a vendor. Thank you so much for your time.
First off, hi Liz. Thank you so much for your question, and to answer it, it's actually surprisingly competitive. We had not anticipated getting as many applications as we had. So far, I believe we are at 59 applicants for the space, and we are anticipating about. Well, it depends on how many half tables versus full tables we do, but it'll be anywhere between 40 to 60 vendors. So applications do continue to stay open until I believe it is February 14th.
Should bring up that page.
Oh yeah, you're so smart. Yeah, let me go ahead and get there. So we've got our vendor highway right here, which is what Liz was asking about. So we've got Artist Alley and exhibitor booths. But yes, we have everything open until February 14th for anybody to apply to be a vendor. As you had asked, it is definitely surprisingly competitive, and we've got some really, really, really good applications, and we are really excited to show everybody basically all of the amazing talent that is taking place in our community. So we will notify everybody on February 28th on who gets in, and then of course anyone who is put on a wait list. But yeah, anything else you'd like to add to that, Jimmy?
So that February 28th notification date, we will be sticking to that. That is one of my goals with this, is to have everything figured out and a layout done by the 28th so that we can send out notifications on time so that people aren't sitting there just refreshing their inboxes over and over for weeks on end, waiting to hear back. Um, but applications are open now. We did open them
On the
about
4th.
2 weeks early, almost, just so that everyone does have a little bit more time. One thing that we do recommend with that is make sure that the link that you give us has a good featuring of your products, and also if you have attended any cons before, a layout or a picture of what your booth looks like. If you're not able to include that because it is your first con, you won't lose points or anything like that in the judging if you don't have a picture of an existing booth. So don't worry about that. But we do love to see what the booths look like so that uh, we can find a good place and find a good match for the style that your booth is set up with.
Hopefully that answers your question there, Liz. All right, so Goken, would you like to call up? I believe it was, it was Blaze TBW that had their hand up first.
You know them.
All right, sure. I'm going to bring up Blaze TBW onto the stage. Come on up.
Hello.
Hello, Blaze.
Hi.
Hello. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing pretty alright. I've got a question. So, even though this information is on the site, for those who either want to get the opportunity to volunteer, be it their feet on the ground or something like behind the scenes, for those listening in, do you have any any specifics that you might be looking for, or sure, it could be open to those like with or without experience potentially, but uh, any kind of specific roles that you're looking for in volunteers and potentially some expectations?
The webpage.
You want to take that one, Jimmy?
Sure. Let me get back. So, with our volunteers, we are offering some decent perks for it. You do get with 16 hours of volunteering, you do get a free registration and also free entry to the concert. So right now, our our AV contractor has basically said that if you want to volunteer and help out with AV, anyone from I do this for a living to I have no experience whatsoever, they can find a role for you and help train you. Um, Both Liz and I know many people that have gone from pushing boxes for the AV team all the way now to doing it professionally for a living, um, just by volunteering at cons. Um, so that one's good. The art gallery. So basically, we just need people to help out with the art and whatnot. Um, Panel management moderators and whatnot. We do need a few of those. So guest liaison is going to be a fun one. So basically, it would be helping the various guests of honor with uh, basically managing their lines, helping check people out.
Guest assistant. Sorry.
Oh yeah, that's guest assistant. Um, sorry, in our HR system, they fall under the same group. So I got confused there. But so basically, it's line management and whatnot. Um, let's see, con store. That one's pretty self-explanatory on what it is. Um, and then registration as well. Um, yeah, we need help with a little bit of everything. If you want your most time at con um, to be free, logistics is going to be probably your best bet. Um, that would be helping out on Thursday and then also Sunday night. So basically, load in and load out is going to be logistics. So if you're staying until Monday, and then if you show up early on Thursday and stay till Monday, logistics is going to be where it's at. Um, and then if you want to just help out for a few couple 4-hour shifts here and there with any of these, um, eh, we're more or less going to be trying to limit a lot of these to 4-hour shifts if we're able to. That way you still get plenty of time to go to panels, enjoy the rest of the con, um,
Play in the
and all of
arcade,
that.
go to the vendor alley, all of that fun stuff.
Yeah. Because we don't want to burn out the volunteers because volunteers are what make a con. Like we've said many times, we can't do this without them. Uh, and we want you to come back. We want you to have a good time. We want you to enjoy the benefits we give you. We want to make the benefits better. Because if we can make the con bigger, we can make the benefits for volunteers even better. Does that hit all your points?
I'd say that paints a pretty picture.
Yeah.
Thank you kindly.
Why, thank you, friends.
Thank you, and thank you for volunteering, Blaze,
Yeah.
Try my best.
and Kevin, and everyone else that has already too.
Thank you.
Yes, including me. You know, I'll just say, I do want to give a little comment about volunteering. Volunteering is basically all about having fun. You basically are just having not only working, but you're having fun at the convention. So it's all about something that you love to do and help out people. Make more friends. So believe me, it is a great experience. Yeah.
Exactly.
Also
I'll give you some of my own personal experience. So Blizz and I attend furry conventions as well, and like I would go, I would have some fun. Then we started vending, and I had a little bit more fun talking to people. This last year, I started volunteering for our local furry convention. Had an absolute blast. It was there was some hard work in there, but I made a lot of good friends. Made a lot of contacts. It was just absolutely awesome, and now somehow I'm staff for
No, you're a
4
lead.
different conventions.
You're a lead for 4 different conventions.
Yeah, I'm a lead for yeah. I don't know how that happened, but uh, but no, it's a great time. And then with that, we are actually looking for leads for a couple different departments still. So if you think that you want to volunteer and volunteer a little bit more, let us know, and we can see if we have a lead spot that would fit your skill set.
So does that answer your question, Blaze?
Oh yeah, more than enough. Thank you kindly. Thank you very much.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Okay, so thank you for that question. I will call up. I will call up Sonic Heroes next, and then we have another text question. So come on up, Sonic Heroes, and ask your question about Sonic Neon Summit. Oh.
My question is, where is the event going to take place?
Place in Reno, Nevada, which is in northern Nevada. The closest big city is going to be Sacramento, California.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a little further north than some people think. Reno is not a subdivision of Las Vegas, but yeah, it is Reno, Nevada.
Okay. Anyways, that was
question?
my question. No, that was my question. Where was the event takes place?
Thank you so much.
Thank you for that question there, Sonic Hero.
Thank you.
Goken, would you like to read that next text question? I believe I penned it there.
I actually do have my own question on my own.
Oh yeah, sure.
If that's okay with you.
Yeah, sure.
Where is my list? Okay, so I do have one question for Blizzard Wolf, because I know you. So, what is your ideal opening ceremony, and what's your ideal closing ceremony that you have in mind?
It's not something that we have gotten all the way through yet, but we definitely want to make sure that our volunteers and staff and everybody who helped make this convention happen are highlighted and thanked appropriately. And we will be also talking about our charity that we have selected, which I believe is going to be Popcorn for the People. I had mentioned that previously. It was actually suggested by Johnny himself, Johnny Gioeli. And it's yeah. You have anything else to add to that, Jimmy?
Nope.
No. Sorry, it's kind of a short answer, but the answer is we're still working on that.
That's understandable. I do want to say, Johnny Gole will surely love you all. I'll just say this: we met him. We met him in person. He is so loyal. He is very loyal to his fans, and
Oh, he's
also loves
amazing.
what he does. So you'll get the best experience with him yet.
Oh, so far he has been absolutely the best. He's such a sweetheart. He's been so kind and responsive and attentive, and I cannot wait to meet him officially in person.
Of course. Well, thank you for answering.
Absolutely.
Okay, Kevin. Now, would you like to go with the text question?
Yeah, sure. So, Supersonic 2073 asked, I have a second question about the other cons. Blizzard, what is your favorite Sonic convention? Sonic Revolution or Sonic Expo? I think that's like choosing a favorite child.
Yeah, it kind of is. To be honest with you, I have only ever attended Sonic Expo. Sonic Revolution had always happened on weekends that I wasn't available, which always broke my heart. And then this past Sonic Expo was the first one that I'd ever attended back in November. It was absolutely brilliant, and we had a lot of fun. So, I really was looking forward to going to Revolution this year, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. So next year, I'll be there next year.
Hey, listen, it's Sonic 35th next year. We're gonna make
Yes.
it extra special.
Yes, I can't wait. I'm very excited.
See, I
You
think
tell me, please.
let's see. I think we can do one more question. I would say if we have time, if anybody has like time, wants to ask one more question out there in the audience.
I actually have one more thing that I would like to mention that I haven't yet.
Oh, what's that?
So this is not officially announced yet, so you guys get a double whammy this time.
Ooh.
We are actually partnering with a tattoo studio that is across the hall from our convention space to do Sonic Flash tattoos during the convention. They'll be taking place Thursday through Sunday, and you'll be able to sign up to get a very special tattoo of your own during registration.
Ooh, that's exciting.
Yeah, if you want
That
to
is
make
so
that
cool and interesting as well.
yeah, if you want to make that weekend memorable, that's definitely a way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Yes, Blaze, forever souvenirs. That's right.
And it looks like Josh has a question, so he will be the final question to come up. Come up, Josh.
Josh,
Hello.
how's it going?
Hey, Josh, how's it
Good.
going?
I'm good. Y'all can hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been looking through the website for the last about couple weeks or so, and I've definitely been intrigued. Like, I'm genuinely impressed by what I've been seeing with the con so far. Hopefully I'm able to come. I need to see what my finances are looking like before the Kickstarter finishes. But I'm just one thing I was just kind of curious about. Where did you get the name Neon Summit from? I don't remember if that question was asked or not.
It was answered previously, but I'm happy to answer again. Long story short, it's really hard to name a Sonic convention, especially because there have been so many, but they've all been so short-lived, unfortunately. We came up with the name Summit because it was another word for convention, expo, conference, etc., that hadn't been used yet. But we didn't like the name Sonic Summit. It just didn't flow very well. We didn't like how short it was, so we felt like we needed to add a little bit more to it. Since we had already selected the area it was going to be taking place in Reno, Nevada, we thought let's go ahead and see what we can do to emphasize Reno. And Reno is also very well known for its neon signs, its neon lights, and we thought Sonic Neon Summit flowed a lot better than Sonic Reno Summit.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
that's how we wound up sticking with that name. And just a few days after we got everything situated, Neon Lights from 1OK Rock was announced as taking place in Sonic 3, and we're like, yep, that's sticking. It's too perfect.
Gotcha. Awesome. Yeah, that was just something I was curious about. Like I said, I mean, there's I mean, I'm genuinely impressed with what I'm seeing. Hopefully, I'm able to come. But yeah, thank you for answering my question.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. We hope to see you there.
Absolutely. Hopefully so. All right. See you.
Thank you.
And then just to touch on a point that he did make, registration will switch over to our other registration system once the Kickstarter is over. The only caveats with that is the super VIPs, since they are limited, will be not available for the first few weeks while all the Kickstarter backers get figured out and get their slots filled. But the standard weekend pass, and then also the VIP will be available immediately. And then once we open up the super VIP slots that do remain, we will send out messages on social media and everything like that. So just keep an eye out.
Alrighty, so we have run out of time. Was there anything you all would like to say before we wrap up this Q&A?
Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity, for trusting us, for being so involved. And that goes to everybody who's listening, everyone who will listen in. Thank you so much for the support. This has been absolutely incredible. It's been a real labor of love, and we want to make this the best possible convention it can be. But we couldn't do it without any of you. Thank you 1,000 times over. And if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, we are here. We are available. We don't gatekeep. We want to make sure that if anyone has anything that they need, we are here for them. So please reach out. We love you. Thank you.
Yeah, well, thank you two very much for coming. We wish you all the best of luck with your convention. We're always happy to support and promote other conventions here at Sonic Revolution. And thank you, Kogan, for co-hosting with me.
You're very welcome, Kevin, and thank you very much, Blizzard Wolf, Jimmy, for having a time for us, having a time to talk about Sonic Neon Summit. I'm really looking forward to come to June, in this coming June. So hopefully just get the experience there, and really wish you good luck on the convention as well.
Thank you. And we hope to see everybody there too. Thank you again. I can't say it enough.
Thank you all, and don't forget to check out more information at sonicneon.org.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
All right, y'all have a wonderful Sunday.
You too. All right.
Bye.
Bye.